a very lovely greetings. Good morning, good evening, or good noon from wherever zone you are watching us live on a very inspiring Kudos International Latte Show. And this is my coffee, very hot, brewing, and you can say lot and lot of froths of inspiration, froths of knowledge. And this amazing journey, which you can say today, is going to be more frothier because we are having an amazing guest from United States, and she is none other than, check it out. There she is,
Hello,
Marcy
everyone.
McDonald from United States. Welcome to our show, Marcy, and it's been a great honor and a great pleasure to host you today.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to make this work from the other side of the world. It's very sweet.
Well, Marcy, besides me, our global spectators, when they are going to meet such a great personality like you, a mindset coach, I must say, I need not to take a sip of coffee to make me energized because this session is going to be super amazing, engaging session with your wisdom of knowledge. So, without any pause, without any delay, let's start this beautiful, amazing, inspiring, and you can say a very awesome show with Marcy McDonald. So, Marcy, I pass my code, you dice on my code. Kindly enlighten the world, our global spectators, with your amazing, inspiring life journey.
Supriya, toss that coffee aside. We're not going to need it whatsoever because we're going to be totally immersed in the present, which is an interesting thing to do when you're talking about your life journey, right? Your life journey isn't as important as what you do with it in the present moment. So my life journey has had so many ups and downs. I've been through almost everything anyone can go through. I had an amazing upbringing with a mother who was so loving, but manic depressive and schizophrenic. So there was absolutely no idea of what emotional health might look like. And yet it was loving. And my dad was a genius, a brilliant historian, but not there for my early years because my parents got divorced. So I went through a long period of time where I was trying to be the best person I could be. My dad had said to me, I don't care what you do, so long as you're the best you can be at whatever you do, which sounds amazing now in retrospect. But when I was a kid, I took that to mean I had to be the best in the world. So I was out there slogging away to always have the great grades, to then once I got into the corporate world to work, the insane hours, to always be on top of the game and do my best and have an impact and all those things, which really were very good, but out of balance in my life because you lose sight of who you are inside and just accepting and loving what is right now within you, as opposed to always feeling like there's a milestone that you need to reach. And once you reach that, there's another milestone, so you can't celebrate the one you're in. So at a certain point, everybody in my family basically got critically ill. 4 members of my family, my mother, stepmother, father, younger brother, all got so ill that they needed help navigating the medical systems. And I was the only one in the family who could take time off to help them. And at the same time, my child was also having some difficulties. So I left my job and they offered a VP position and an extended leave of absence if I would stay and come back. But I didn't know. I just knew family first, and that's what I have to do. So I took care of everybody. I got everybody stabilized, and I'm so grateful that I took that time. And then I thought, I can't quite get another job because, I have to make sure they're okay. So I'll just take a couple weeks off. And I'd always been that responsible middle child, always work, 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 take care of everybody but me, right? So I said, I'll just take a couple weeks off and then I'll look for a job once I know everybody's stable. And I put all my belongings into storage and I jumped in my teeny car and I headed out to the western part of America. And I was just going to visit relatives and friends and maybe hike a little bit, then get a job. I ended up traveling for 10 months out of my car along the West Coast. And I was almost 60 at the time. Not when you think, oh yeah, just walk away from your corporate 6-figure job. But I did the work during that time on healing what I've been carrying all my life in such a way that I could learn to be present. I could learn to really accept myself. And I worked with a neuroscientist who taught me what was going on in my brain. And it was such a revelation, Supriya, to understand that our brains lie to us. They trick us because our emotional mind is in charge. I always thought it was the rational mind, but it's the emotional mind. You have to call on the rational mind. But in those moments of high emotion, when you are dwelling on the past, because that's where the mind goes for quick reaction, the negative past. So you're not really in the present, you're in the negative past and you react, even if intellectually you said, oh, this is what I need to do or whatever. So that completely flipped my model of living around. And that kicked off my journey to become a mindset and self-talk expert.
This is really, really, really inspiring, Marcy. And one line of your life journey really touched my heart when you said one golden line: everything is family, and I have to do for that. And have you seen whatever happened in your life, or maybe in my, or some anybody else? It is happening for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you had not have gone all those traumas, all those ups and downs in your life, which you said a negative corner of your mind, and human tendency, we will just focus our mindset only on negative, whatever has happened bad with us. But Marcy, you have proved one thing, that is, I can guarantee 200% sure, whatever has happened with you as a negative part of your life, right now, those negativities has made you a successful mindset coach. And now you're here on the platform of Kiddos International, where I'm interviewing, where my guest is a very, very strong lady who has crossed all the hurdles of her life and be a successful mindset coach. So hats off to you for your loveliest, inspiring, awesome journey. And I really, really appreciate and I salute you with this Kiddos Latte coffee. So hats off to you, Marcy. What a
Well,
wonderful life journey.
thank you.
Amazing.
If we just remember
Yeah.
that, to apply that perspective, to love what is going on right now and to understand we don't know the benefit that will come out of it. If we
Very true.
just say thank you, love what is, and be present in it, then everything is fine. That's the miracle. That's the miracle of how we shift our self-talk so that we can really live our lives and do the work we're meant to do.
This is very true, Marcy. Like, whenever you're facing such difficulties in your life, you know, some people will say, "Why it's me? Why it's me only?" But your second shift, which is your positive side of your mind, in a second it will say, try me. And that
Mm-hmm.
moment, you are transforming yourself. So I must appreciate the way you narrated your life journey. And I'm sure you are inspiring the world today, because we are getting lot of comments in the form of motivation. Karen Pascal, Kiddos UK, one LinkedIn user, and so many people are appreciating your journey. And it says only one thing: whatever happens, it happens for the best. Maybe for this moment, we don't realize why it's happening. It's happening for the bad. But later on, we will realize it happened for the best and it happened for some reason. That's what I can say, Marcy, from your life journey. And it's really, really, really incredible.
Thank you.
Well, moving to this lovely journey with Marcy McDonald on the beautiful platform of Kiddos International, where we create miracles because we are the miracle. Marcy, I would love to know. See, everybody faces some challenges in their life. Some challenges will break us inside, from inside, we will break up. But some challenges will make us. And that much resilience we will become that nobody can break us anymore. So I would love to ask what kind of challenges you had gone in your life. And the most important thing, how did you overcome those challenges? So it will add beauty to my question.
Wow, that's a tough one, really, Supriya. Not the overcoming, but the which challenges, because I think the first 50 years of my life were just almost nonstop challenges. I mean, I mentioned my mother when I was a kid because she was not focused. We also didn't have food in the house all the time. So I kind of stopped eating because it was, just a way to adapt to the fact that there wasn't much to eat. So I was really underweight for a long time. When I left, my mother ended up being put into a mental institution for a while, and I was taken out of her custody and put in my dad's custody just for my last year of high school. So I had to move across country, and that was great. We had food. My father and stepmother were loving and supportive. I learned a huge amount that completely changed the trajectory of my life, getting to live with them. But it didn't mean that the obstacles were over. I've had 2 marriages and 2 divorces. I've had bullies for bosses. I've had bad back. It's just there's always stuff. There's always stuff. So I almost don't think it matters to point out like my challenges. What matters is that when you're in a challenging situation, and that's going to happen, even if you're a mindset expert, things come up. What matters is that you step back from it and you just acknowledge what's going on and you acknowledge your feelings. You say, I feel like crap right now, or I feel overwhelmed right now, or I don't know what to do. But then you have a series of steps that you take to shift that perspective so that you can land with 2 feet in whatever it is that's going on, whatever whirlpool is trying to suck you down. You have that rope to pull yourself out of the storm. And that comes from knowing how to notice what it is you're going through. You notice it in your body, you notice it in your emotions, but most people actually just get used to it. It's like they just accept that instead of saying, oh my gosh, I have something going on here. What am I going to do about it? Not in a, oh, woe is me, what am I going to do about it? But in a real, like down to earth, well, what can I do right now about it? Here's a little analogy. My son and I had an avocado and rare fruit ranch for a while together for a few years. And there was a giant barn. And in the barn was all the equipment for running the ranch. Big pipes and just, it was filthy. But the washer and dryer that came with the ranch were in that barn. And they were set in a corner where you couldn't open the washer or the dryer without bumping into all the pipes and having them knock over onto the floor, and your clean clothes would fall on the floor, and I'd be down there cursing, like this stupid thing and a bunch of words I'm not supposed to say because I'm a mindset expert. But one day I thought, oh my God, I own this washer and dryer. They don't have to stay here just because they were here. I can change them. And I moved them so they faced a different way so that you could get to them without dropping your clothes everywhere. Well, this is exactly like what you need to do when you're in any situation, any difficulty, any challenge, big or small. You have to say, wait a minute, I don't have to do this the same way. I own this. I own these thoughts. I own these feelings. So what can I do to shift my perspective on them and do something different? Because I own the ability to think, feel, and act differently.
This is really great one. And Marcy, I would love to include this answer when you said about think. In life, we just react. Any situation happen, we will just react. No matter we are a successful coach, mindset coach, or any soft skill trainer or coach or anything. But the most important thing is we all are human beings and we react. But as you said, when we will train our mind in such a manner that we have to respond to the situation rather than react, we will bring a great transformation not only in our personality but also to the person who are talking to us in the society. And that's the loveliest thing which I can say. Being a mindset coach, you can do miracles, miracles in the personality, miracles in the thought process, and miracles in our own thinking. So I must appreciate, yeah, Mercy, when we said, yes, when life will give you a lot of lemons, people will make lemonade. But I say, when life will give you a lot of lemon, just take the lemon, squeeze it in the eyes of the life, and move it on, because pull yourself out of the storm, conceive it, believe it, and take actions to achieve it. And Kudos UK is writing beautiful comments along with other spectators across the globe. So hats off to you for inspiring millions today on the live show of Kudos International Latte Show. Awesome.
Thanks.
This is really amazing, Marcy. Everybody has gone some or other challenges in their life. Some are good, got, you can say, broken up, but some says I have to move on. And moving on is, you can say, the success of any life, because this life is bestowed by, given by a God. And why to waste this life in worries, tensions, anger? Rather, we should focus on solutions. That's what I can say from your life journey. So let's move it on. And Marcy, this question is my favorite, because I was thinking whenever I will meet her, I'm going to ask. I met a lot of coaches who talks about mindset, mindfulness, and resting, meditations. But what exactly, Marcy, according to you, is a mindset coaching? Kindly enlighten me, my audience, global audience, what exactly it is, and how can we leverage a lot of knowledge, or you can say a career shift from this coaching. So this will add value to my question.
I love this question, Supriya, because mindset is one of those words like mindfulness that's just gotten so much publicity that it's meaningless for the most part. It's just like saying mindset is the road you walk on, or, some poetic thing. But it's to actually utilize, to tap into your mindset and make those changes. It's a very practical, simple thing, really. You have to learn to notice. Well, actually, I'm going to backtrack. I have three parts to how I work with people. And the first taps into something you were saying, which is that I call it living in your now, shifting your self-talk, and to kick it off, number your days. So most people live with the idea that they can fix things downstream, they can do what they want downstream, that they have all the time in the world, but we don't. We have a limited number of days. Today might be the only day you have. So are you going to waste it all caught up in your head and not actually living in your present life? I don't think so, my friends. You need to really be present in that. I came to this because one of my younger brothers, who I had helped when I left my corporate job, he lived another 4 years. But then he got hit with everything all at once, and he ended up in the hospital. And the doctors, the first day, said, look, you've probably only got 2 to 3 years to live. You're really ill. And then the next day, they said, you actually probably only have 7 to 8 months to live. And the third day, they said, Mr. McDonald, you probably have 2 to 3 months to live. And the fourth day, they said, it's probably more like 2 to 3 weeks. And on day 5, they said, you've got 2 to 3 days to live. Work out whatever it is you need to do and say goodbye
Oh
to
my
everyone.
gosh.
I mean, in 5
Yes.
days. So for you or me, it could happen that in 5 days' time or less, it's the end of our lives. So are we prepared for that? And as I sat bedside with him, Supriya, and heard and witnessed his last moments, I realized that life is too short for us to waste beating ourselves up about who we are and who we're not, and the people in our lives and our rotten job or whatever it is. We have to live knowing that our time is limited. And when you do that and you live intentionally, then it shifts everything. And that opens the door to being able to shift your self-talk, because now you understand you can't keep beating yourself up. You can't keep limiting yourself, because you're going to waste that precious resource of life. So then it becomes a matter of being very practical about learning to notice and hear your own self-talk, which most people don't, because they're so used to beating themselves up or saying ugly things about other people, which is also negative self-talk, or about their job or whatever. You have to notice it. You can notice it in your body. Your body gets tensed when you're beating yourself up or beating someone else up. It might be their fault, but you're ranting about it. It's showing up in your body and your life. So you notice it, and then you can start to shift it. You can start to track what it is you're telling yourself. I've had so many clients just be shocked when they realize that they might be high achievers, but in their heads, they're still saying, you're not good enough. And that's affecting every single part of their lives, from their relationships to their jobs to their sleep habits. You can start shifting that, and you do it incrementally. It's not abstract. It's not fairy dust. Mindset is neuroscience woven in with the ability to really see, pay attention to, and respect who you are. So you start shifting that self-talk, and you can't do it with affirmations. You can't just say, I'm amazing, and have that be what happens, because in your head, you're telling yourself that's a lie. The truth is that you are amazing, but the lie is, I'm not really amazing. It's like when someone compliments you and say, oh, Marcy, you look great today. And I think, oh, my gray hair and my wrinkles and, okay, thank you, but I don't believe you. And you can't just jump there. You have to build
Awesome.
a bridge between what you believe about yourself and that's a lie, and what is actually true about yourself and your life. And you build a bridge and you practice that, just like any other habit. You break the old habit, you create a new habit day after day for at least 30 days. And then mindset becomes something that's real, tangible, and a life changer, a complete life changer.
Marcy, this answer really, really, really touched my soul. Yes, this is very true. And few years back, I will tell you one thing on this live show. I was living either in the past, or I was always wondering about my future. I was just missing my beautiful, precious moments, which I regret now. And when you were telling me this particular answer, I was thinking, what a beautiful moment I had lost in my life, because I was really wondering for the future, for the job, this will happen. And even I had dreamt those horrifying dreams, which are now beautiful dreams. I just, you can say, created fear in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And this is very, very true about the mindfulness. If we talk about our mindset, we are born to live only in this beautiful moment that is now, and we generally miss it. So this is very, very, very true, Marcy, that we will miss the moments if we keep on wondering about our future, or we will talk about our tensions. We will talk only about the problems, because we are missing these beautiful moments. And you can say life is too short to think, to, you can say, to cry, to shed tears, because life is a beautiful gift of God, and we should utilize each and every moment of our life with blissfulness. We should always appreciate what we have got. We should never see what we haven't got, because then it will make us only and only cry, defeat, and you can say in worry. So where is the time to hate when there is so little time to love? So what a beautiful, amazing, you can say, a message you are rendering to the world today. Keep happy, enjoy every moment of your life, because don't regret tomorrow. This is really amazing, and I really applaud you for this beautiful answer, Marcy. You really touched my soul, and of course, my global audience would love to hear you again and again. Awesome one.
Yeah. Supriya, can I just clarify one
Now,
thing, which is that, yes, the goal is, of course, to be happy, to feel grateful all the time. But things come up and we're going to be sad. We're going to cry. A job, something might happen and on a job, and we think, oh my God, I feel so unappreciated, or whatever it is. You have permission to feel that. The point is, though, to notice, this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling really sad. Give yourself time to feel that, and then say, okay, that's judgmental. I'm letting go of anything that's judgmental so that I can step into this present moment and say, now what do I want to do about it? Do I want to just let this go, this feeling? Do I want to take action on it? We can't stuff our feelings or lie to ourselves. We want to be truthful to our feelings and ourselves. We just don't want to dwell in a place that's not emotionally healthy, that's making us unhappy. We want to choose to do something else. That's why I might have a bad day, but I really quickly get out of it to say, oh, okay, that happened, that upset me, but this is this moment. And
right.
that's done. I'm not going to stick with that.
Awesome. This is really great mantra you have given, Marcy. And I must say, people who are listening to us live or who are going to watch this video later on, they are not going to regret in their life, because they will know the importance of now, present moment.
Yes.
Present moment are very, very, very important. You know, when we will realize, oh, I missed it, when something you will lose in your life, then only you will realize its importance. Like how we can say the COVID has taught what is the meaning of life, what is the meaning of, you can say, breathe, what is the meaning of your healthy life, and that you only know when you are going to lose or you have lost it. So a beautiful message from Marcy McDonald on the live show of Kudos International Latte Show. Live every moment of your life with enthusiasm, with zeal, with zest, and prove that this is your beautiful life and this is your last year for your life, and you're gonna enjoy it. So hats off to you, Marcy, for inspiring millions and zillions today in your life. God bless you for more success and more happiness in your life.
Thank you.
Well, this is the time where we are going to celebrate, not in the form of virtue celebration, but in the form of a loveliest question, which is my favorite too. And that is, Mercy, to your heart, what do you think about, what is your opinion about Kudos International? You can say anything, good or bad, everything accepted from your heart. Yes.
You know, Supriya, we meet a lot of people in this world who want to do good. They want to have a mission. They want to have a purpose. Most people fall short of meeting that purpose because of all this negative self-talk they have, and because they don't realize that your purpose is really how you're living your life. That's your purpose. But sometimes you meet people who have managed to integrate that intention of how to live their life and then spread it out like a pebble in a pond so it ripples out. And that's what I feel about what Kudos is doing. What you and Matt are doing here is to take your passionate desire to see the world be a better place and figure out a plan for how you can make that happen for as many people as possible, but without stretching yourself so thin. And so I love it because it's passionate, but it's purposeful and it's practical. So it hits all my 3 Ps there. And so I really applaud, kudos to the organization for trying to make a difference in everybody's lives. I just love it. You are the miracle.
Wow, this is so amazing. Kudos, and kudos to you, Matt Allen, the founder and CEO, who is creating day and night miracles because of his hard work, dedication, commitment. And here is our founder CEO, Matt Allen. The floor is all yours.
Supriya, every time that you introduce me, that I come on, I get tingles down my spine, which I am sure that every single guest has, because you just inspire everybody to have an amazing show, or just 2 minutes of me being on. Thank you very much. And I just wanted to celebrate you just a little bit, just before I speak directly to Marcy, because we've been doing this now for a few months, and we've had so many wonderful, amazing guests on. And sometimes we lose ourselves in the guests. And I just wanted to applaud you as a member of the team, and the rest of the team as well, but specifically you in this regard, for the work that you're doing for Kudos Latte Show. So congratulate. I don't know, the video camera will probably not pick my hands up because of the background, but I'm applauding you even if you can't see that. Marcy, what a wonderful pleasure to have you on the show and to meet you today, and just to learn about the impact that we can all have in our own lives, and the difference that we can make by whether that be a small thing or a large adjustment that we're making. And that people like you are here to help and guide people who have not managed to do that. And even if they have managed to do that, perhaps to do that even further. Because there is no limit to what we can do as human beings, other than we can't quite fly yet, but maybe in the future, who knows. But I just wanted to say thank you very much for coming on the show. It is an absolute pleasure to have guests as wonderful as you all the time. And we'll be updating our website very soon, with a possibility for people to book onto the show. And we're going to be showcasing people just like yourself on that website page, so that then we can share with the world the wonderful messages of you and other people that have been on the show. It is a celebration in my heart and in my life to know that this goes on, even if I'm not here on every show, that this is happening, and that wonderful, amazing people like you, with the messages and the inspiration and the change that can happen in people's lives, so that then we all become more of a miracle that we actually are, that we realize that what we're capable of is so much more, especially when we accept that we can make change in ourselves by being who we are, realizing, I think you said the truth of who we are inside earlier. I'm not sure that I said exactly the right words, but I think that was the general message, is that we are the people that we need to be inside. We just need to realize that, accept it, believe it, and then take action to make that happen and give that to everybody else in the world. Because it's only in unity that we have true power, and people are the power. It's not just powerful people. So thank you very much. I will get out the way for you lovely ladies to get onto, I think it's the quickfire round next, and I think Marcy's excited about that maybe. I know Supriya is, she's excited about that every episode. Thank you again for being on the show.
Thank you, Matt,
And
for your
to everybody
lovely
who's watching,
words.
thank you very much. It is a wonderful opportunity for us to see all of the wonderful people out there in the world who want to come along and watch shows like this and learn about the wonderful work that people like Marcy do. Again, Supriya, thank you very much for all the hard work. Let's continue to do this and rock 2024. It's going to be a massive year for everybody, literally. Take care.
Well, Marcy, as Matt already told, this round is going to be rapid fire round, because we say answer promptly for every question. So are you ready for this great, exciting round?
Rocket. Let's go.
Okay. So what is Marcy's favorite quote?
My favorite
Quote. Any
goat.
quote, inspiring quote.
Oh, right. Sorry,
Quotation,
I'm thinking,
anything.
I live out in the country. I'm thinking we don't have any goats, so I like the Nambian goats, but
Okay.
my favorite basically goal, is that what you're saying? Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
I've slowed down the rapid fire by not
Okay, no worries, no worries.
Yeah,
My favorite quotation, you can say.
My goal is really the same as my daily intention. So I mentioned I live for a daily intention, and that's my purpose, and that is to be a channel of healing, light, and grace, and to bring out the best in everyone I meet, and to reflect the light of God in others. That's it. Everything else fits into there and falls underneath that.
Awesome. Amazing one. Well, what is Marcy's favorite color?
My favorite color is, here you go. It's like
Oh,
turquoise.
blue.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Great one. What is favorite destination, dream destination, you can
Oh
say?
my gosh, send me to Patagonia. I really want to see where the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean collide, which was a challenge for so many explorers. And I want to see all those incredible mountains and hike through there. Send me. Anybody, donations, send Marcy to Patagonia.
Sure, you will be. You will be going soon. Great one. Well, what is one thing which you love about yourself? Your any good habit which you're fond of?
I love my mindset. I mean, really, I love my ability to be calm no matter what's going on, or to get calm pretty quickly. And I also love that I'm a really loving person. That's just a great thing to be. I got that from my mom. She just loved everybody, and I feel like I'm like that, and that's pretty darn good.
If you were given a time travel chance, what would you do if you travel back to your life?
Oh, to my own life?
Yeah, of course, your life.
Oh, gosh, I was thinking I'm going back to,
Oh,
thousands of years ago. No, to my own life, I probably go back to when I was 17 and say, look, girl, you're good enough as you are. And don't take all this crap from the guys in your life. And remember to just love what is, because that will change who
awesome.
you are.
Great one.
But I wouldn't
Last
do
but
that.
not the
I
least,
wouldn't do
oh,
that, though, because in real life, because none of this would have happened. I wouldn't be affecting people's lives now if I'd had that advice when I was younger. So
great one, Marcy, great one. Well, last but not the least, what is another name of Marcy McDonald?
I'm sorry, I don't get the question.
Another name for Marcy McDonald. Any name which you would like to give to yourself?
Oh, no, I love my name.
No, anything. A
I'm
strong
sorry,
woman.
I'm a
Any
very.
examples? A great one. Like I call you a strong woman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm just good as I am. Sorry, I'm
Okay.
disappointed. I was like, oh no, I'm good. I'm good.
So you played very well, Marcy. I must congratulate you for playing very, 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 very well. And really, it's been an amazing round with Marcy in asking a particular question, your quote unquote. Oh
I'll probably be getting a bunch of goat icons now.
God. So thank you so much for coming to our show. And it's been a great pleasure hosting you today. God bless you. Keep rocking and keep shining in your life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Supriya. It's been so fun. I really appreciate it.
Well, my global audience who are showering their love in the form of loveliest, beautiful comments, keep showering your love, keep inspiring us. Your inspiration, your motivation speaks a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. God bless you. Till then, stay happy, hail and hearty, and live in the moment now. Bye bye.